Alright, so we're finally here. It's day one. The students are coming. You know, I'm dressed up, look good, feel good. I'm surprised I'm not as nervous as I thought I would be. I'm actually feeling a lot more excited, and I really can't wait to get there. I just know it's going to be absolute chaos, but you know, this is what I dedicated 5 years of my life to, and I'm finally here doing it for a living, and that's pretty exciting.
Wham Bam, shang-a-lang and the sha-la-la.
Okay, so first couple periods are done. It's been a chaotic, but it's been a super fun day. A couple things: the classes are super small. The grade 7s I only have 4 right now. My homeroom grade 6, less than 10. Grade 8s is my biggest class with 11, so that's a plus. Super small class sizes. You can see my room. I did the board a little bit. Got my presentation with a little agenda going. Got some activities. My door looks dope. Okay, not that side, but the other side looks awesome. And yeah, today was a bit chaotic though. They apparently have double booked a bunch of classes. I've also learned that there's no bells, so we have to take our class to their next class, and the students don't know their schedule. So, you know, it's like any first day, a little bit chaotic, but you just gotta roll with it. Alright, so the first day is done in general, and it was a day full of tears and happiness and everything in between. I would say the highlight of the day was for sure the kids and the teaching. It was super fun. I loved going over expectations. I think it went really well. I think I achieved my objective. I think I accomplished what I wanted to do today with them. And the kids are super nice. I think I've done a good job sort of establishing some routines and letting them get to know me, and also giving them an opportunity to have their input. Interestingly enough, the biggest stressors of the day itself was the administration piece. Some things were not quite put together, and it was just running around and figuring all that out, and a lot of the teachers feeling super anxious about it today. Naturally, we're getting together for some wine tonight, and it should be good. Okay, hello, here I am back again. As of the time I'm filming this, it's actually about the 3rd week that the students are here, so I haven't been exactly consistent, but here we go. We're going to talk about the first week, sort of the ins and outs about what I've been doing. So first off, it definitely felt a lot more natural than I thought it would. I was super surprised at how the transition, I guess, from student life to actually working as a teacher feels. It's been great. What hasn't felt good is how exhausted I've been every day coming home, and you know, I knew this would happen, I knew it, but I've just been surprised at how exhausted I am, because here get a lot more preps. Class sizes are super small, but once I get home and get in that bed, I'm gone. Which is really bad, because then I can't fall asleep later, which makes me tired the next day, and it's just a vicious cycle. Anyway, let's get started with some benefits. So actually, I get 4 preps a day, which is awesome. Other benefits is that, again, the class size is super small. We've had new students trickling in over the days, but grade 7s, I think I said I had about 5 in the video. Now I've got about 5, still 5. Grade 8's got about 14. Grade 6s, I think I'm gonna have 12 by the end of the week. There's still 1 student coming. So that's been really good, because I can help students when they need it, and I can really focus in on each student much more easily. So let's talk about the challenges as a first year teacher. One of the things I was most nervous about was setting routine. You know, I want to be that firm but fair guy, but I'm so not that guy. I just want to laugh a lot. I'm like a child myself, man. I just love goofing off all day, bugging the kids and making fun of them, and you know, just almost being their friend. But being a teacher is not the same thing as being their friend. So I've had to be a lot more meaner than I'm usually used to. Well, okay, I wouldn't say meaner. Again, it's that firmness, it's that sticking to the rules that I've established on the first day, and I think I've done a really good job of that. But the students here aren't like the students back home, okay? So in terms of behavior issues, it's actually better in some senses, but it's challenging in others. So first off, there's no bad kids. I don't think there's any like bad kids in my class. None of them are into hardcore drugs, or none of them really talk back to you. None of them are picking fights with each other. In terms of like their quote unquote niceness, they all got a good heart. But man, they just won't keep quiet for even a second. And I know this sounds like a same issue back home, but what I'm really finding here is that is the issue just amplified. Every single kid has something on their mind, and they want to tell everyone. So it really makes it hard to just focus in that class. So that's why, again, this past few weeks I've been a lot more firmer than I used to be. Like I come home and I look at myself in the mirror and I think, who am I? But then I go back to the school the next day and I'm like, oh yes, this is why I like why I am, because the kids won't focus. But again, it's nice to have kids, like they're good kids, they are. It's just clearly this year I'm really looking at working on not just their academics, but their ability to manage information and things like that and focus on information, because this is a key skill in life. So I've been finding that's taken a lot of energy out of me, is just running around and stopping the flow of my lesson to tell them, hey, eyes up here. The other issue is obviously the English language ability. So about half the classes the students take, half are in Arabic, the other half are in English, the classes I teach. Obviously, being that my Arabic is getting there. But there are students that don't speak Arabic and don't speak English. I have several students that first native language isn't Arabic or English, so they're actually learning 2 languages at once. Oof. So that's been hard, and it comes in ways that I didn't really expect. As I said, I've never taught math before, but again, it's a lot of the language requirement is impeding them. Or it's what they've done before in their school that's impeding them, so we gotta do long division. Wow. Yep, I have kids from Kazakhstan in my class, which is awesome. They have a different way of doing it back home, so they're essentially relearning the same thing, which feels a little weird to me. But at the same time, I have to hit those outcomes, but in some ways it's not really benefiting them. So that's where having class sizes as small is a good thing, because I can really hone in on that. It's just really coming to realize that I need to differentiate a lot more for the English language learners. What else happened? Oh yeah, we had our parent night. And the parent night was great, man. We were all like super nervous going in there. We weren't sure what to expect, because you know, being in private school, I've never been in a situation where a parent pays money to have their kid come to school. In a lot of those senses, I've been told that the parent is more or less a client, in which case I have to have some pretty difficult conversations, but luckily haven't had to have one yet. At the same time, we haven't done so much marking yet, so I guess we'll see a couple months from now what that video is like. But no, the parents were lovely. I got connected on this really cool thing called Class Dojo, which makes it super easy to stay in touch with parents and students as well. Keep everyone updated on their behavior, what they've done good, what they need improvement with. So it's been awesome, it's been great, and the parents have really appreciated it. Okay, what's the last thing I want to talk about? So yeah, I guess in total, the last week has been sort of a smorgasbord of things. Smorgasbord? Is that a word? Oh, yes. So it's sort of been this mixed bag of everything, and it's really hard to hone in on a specific topic. So I think as time goes on, I'm going to make videos surrounding certain topics, like classroom management, like teaching science, like, well, just pedagogy in general, I don't know. But all in all, what I can say is I'm feeling on the one hand super exhausted and drained at the end of every day, but on the other hand, I feel like I'm in the right place, if that makes sense. So there are days where I've been worried because being in a new country and teaching for the first time, there are nights where I don't want to go to school in the morning, and there are days where I get up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. But then once I'm there, once I'm in it, I don't know, I just get this good feeling and I'm in the right place. I love teaching, I love connecting with kids, I love the impact you make. So really when I'm there, man, I feel like I'm on top of the world, honestly. And nobody can slow me down. Okay, too much? Okay, sorry. So all reflecting, it's good to know I'm in the right place. Yeah, it's good to know that the thing I studied for 5 years is where I want to be. So that is very reaffirming. And again, thanks for watching.